the tale of the aging fighters. A 34-year-old fighter in Kenan, a 40-year-old fighter in Muslim Salikhov. And the hardest part here is that, like, realistically, there's not a huge takedown threat with these fighters. Maybe Salikhov, but we know one thing about him, and it's if we grapple early, we get tired early. We need to avoid that. I think that this has all the makings of an incredibly technical kickboxing match. What do you think?
I'm with you, Derek. That's what I'm hoping to see as well. I have that note for both fighters right here. The longer the fight goes, we can see them really start to drag, really start to drain. Hands get a little droopy. Effort is just not able to be put forth because of how tired they are. So I see them both starting very slow, very technical, staying composed at range, and being able to find those moments where they're able to do more damage to each other.
Absolutely. But when you talk about damage right here, I have to just note one stat that I have that just like it just pops in my brain every time that I see Song Kenan. The man absorbs almost 6 significant strikes per minute in 10 UFC fights. Man gets hit a ton, right? Now, he shines in certain moments, right? Look at the well, let's look at the loss against Ian Gary where he chinned him and almost got him out of there, right? Like, the man has KO power at any point. He beat Rolando Bedoya, not really the most impressive win, but that was a win. And then that win over Ricky Glenn. Like, hey, shout out. Even though I've already told you my gripes with Ricky Glenn, you retire, you just got to stay. You can't come back. You know what I mean? But that's a story for another day. Muslim Salikhov, on the other hand, man, he got a pretty good win against Santiago Ponzinibbio in his last one, so you got to be happy. But massive struggles against the Leech, Jing Liang, TKO loss, Nicholas Dalby, decision, Randy Brown, you got knocked out, right? So this is more of a suitable matchup for somebody of his age. The problem is home game for Kenan. And in a technical kickboxing match, man, I think that this could be one of those split decision, like super close 29-28 type fights. How much is hometown advantage playing into this, do you think?
I think a lot, Derek. I think a lot, brother, unfortunately. And you hate to see a hometown happen, but when the judges get involved, it's hard not to get in human error, I guess is a good way to say it. Another fight that I have asterisks that I think both fighters can win. Both fighters have the skills to be able to get it done. It's just what in those later rounds, who's the fresher fighter, right? Who's bouncing up off the stool on round 3 and able to put those 1s and 2s actually into action. That's what I think is going to win the fight. And I mean, I'm betting the Chinese fighter. So if there is a hometown, hopefully I'm happy.
I mean, smart man. Look at that. Higher numbers when it comes to the output right there. But like I said, he just absorbs more shots. And Salikhov has power, like power. That's the one thing keeping him alive at this point, right? You got the major power, your technical, a spinning, round kick to the dome piece is going to be coming your way. Who knows? So you got to keep your hands taped to your chin if you're Song Kenan. But yeah, I don't really got much else on this matchup other than high-level kickboxing match. It's going to get close. Someone's going to get tired. I might be Muslim Salikhov, but when I kind of run my prediction on this one, I just think as technical as he is, he has enough to edge it out even in enemy territory. Listen, live by the sword, die by the sword, folks. If you're tailing me, Godspeed, but this is going to be a close matchup. I like Salikhov, AJ with Song Kenan, and the last real quick thing right here let's give the people a little bit more value than that, right? If you're looking at the live odds right now, you're looking at minus 180 for Salikhov, so the line is definitely increased for him, plus 150 for Song Kenan. If you're looking at props, I like decision plus 185 for Muslim Salikhov. Are you rolling with that plus 265 decision for Song?
I am rolling with that plus 265 decision right here, Derek. And actually, I think one of the more likely juice right here. And I was looking at it too, man. I'm glad you put it down as a prop lock. That over what is it, 2.5, and it's actually dropped, folks, minus 145. A lot better of a price right here to pay. I like this one.
All right, fair play. AJ, you heard the man right there. Come on, listen, prop lock it in over 2.5 rounds.